Welcome guys to another video. So today I'm playing a bit capture the world, and we'll be talking about the new combat snapshot. Like, I know I don't think Jeb is actually watch it. I sent it anyways. So yeah, so my feedback, I know there's a feedback post that, but I thought it would be entertaining to make a video about it and see what people think of it. So the first thing I want is to rework of the shields. So what is this song? Okay, so in second thought, the airplane decided not to crash on our town. So I said, this guy and this guy. So what I want for the shields is a rework. So right now they are a bit unbalanced. I know. They made to be good in early game, and like not as good as before in late game. But right now they just, like, to give you an idea, there's just OP in early game, useless in late game. That's what they are. Like making them block 5 damage is not a good idea. Like, why don't you do what you did for armor? You made, like, armor had the same problem. There were OP late game and early game, and that's their issue. So what you could have done is to make the same thing and do it, like make it so, like I will call it a shield penetration, which is which makes shields like they block, for example, 100 damage, and every damage you block, like this percentage decreases by like further than 5%. But I don't know if 5% will be, yeah, that can be done. And for example, high tier will block 3% or 3%, and mid tier, I meant, will block 4%, high tier will block 2%, and the OP tier will block like 2.5 or 2%, something like this. But like making them block 5 damage is not a good idea at all, because which implies you use an absolute value or linear equation, linear graph to solve the problem. Like, the graph is just very unbalanced, because there's the moment you take no damage and there's the moment you take damage like very fast. Take insane amount of damage really fast, which makes the shield imbalanced, because like they're OP early game, useless. They're OP early game, good mid game, and suddenly they become useless in late game. Like I fought Ravagers and the shield just get ignored. I don't say the Ravagers should block all the shield. The Ravagers damage should be blocked entirely by the shield. I just say the finisher, the thing would be a bit more soft, so to flat the graph a bit, make it a bit curved instead of like roughly an angle, to make it like a differentiable, if you make it differentiable. So that's my first suggestion, and my second suggestion is regarding of sword. Like, sword right now they have a way too high attack speed, because it's a bit unbalanced. So like, to give you an example, you can combo people without W tapping, and that's counterproductive. Let's go on. I'm gonna get that. So the fact that swords, like, they can combo people, and there's no point in W tapping anymore, because like you can combo people like 3 times a second, which is a bit too much. I know they originally make it like a 3 speed, because at the time there was no like 4th take cooldown or something. So swords were when you miss a hit, like you will get punished more, and making it slow speed, like that's not a good idea at all. But now we have the 40 cooldown. Why not keep it 3 attack speed? We can just make it 2.5 attack speed, like they try, like they've tried in Mattis number 2. I guess that'd be fine, like to do it, because I know there's another thing that like I originally didn't like the idea to make it 2.5, because like swords are the dominant weapon to actually charge it, because they have a fast attack speed, which implies a faster 200 charge attacks. Yeah, attacks. I get a French accent. Attacks, because they're so fast that charging is very fluid. It's pretty much the 1.9 speed. But right now, when in second thought, like I tried myself and realized that for now the charging CPS required is 1.5. And when you do if the sword is nerfed to 2.5 attack speed, then it will be 1.25. And I realized that like charging in this rhyme isn't hard at all. I mean, I even charged at this rhyme in involuntarily. I don't even realize, but I charged it at this rhyme. Yeah. So yeah, I think nerf the sword speed to 2.5 would be a better idea. Good idea to make. Because right now, I'm not even joking. You don't even need to W tap, which is kind of critical, since like when there's you have a combat system and like you don't even need to sprint reset. You know that means that the combos are a bit broken. The combat itself is a bit inconsistent. So yeah, that's my suggestion. This way. So this is my suggestion on this game. For the swords to rebalance their attack speed, because right now it's way too much for like actual fighting. Because like if you wanna get an idea, like now when I fight with sword, it's either I get comboed to death, either he gets comboed to death. I know the combo thing is good, but I'm just spamming with I'm just holding my button to combo the guy and aiming at him. I think it needs a bit of sprint reset thing, like that would be cool. And plus you say but you can sprint reset when charging. You need to, yeah, I agree, but you know, it's fun when you have. I think it's better that you have to you keep the sprint reset to combo, because charging isn't really for comboing. You can call it to combo, but like it's not the fun combo from 1.8. It's more the tactical combos from 1.9, 1.10. Shield 1.9. So yeah, so this is my second suggestion, and my third suggestion is to rebalance the X damage, because right now X feel a bit weak. I was originally against that idea, but recently Jay posted a tweet where he stated that X weapon is getting half value, so maybe. So I thought, well, certain X's like Iron X could get a half value, half damage buff. Touch both him. So yeah, that's my third suggestion. Oh yeah, another feedback is. Oh, this is a bit personal one, but I would love to see that animation back. That's super cool. If you don't mind. And yeah, and I think the animation is a rework overall, because right now the animation, like, they were good like until Combat Test 6. I don't know what happened, but in Combat Test 3, the cooldown, the animation, like the swing animation, just got like the weapon swings now really like at a really low place, and I can't even see my sword when I get a short sword versus spike, which I do, because when PvPing like short sword, it makes you better, it makes you see better. So yeah, that's a bit critical. I think this needs more. So yeah, Scar, it's my bow shot. And my fourth feedback, so this also has my fourth feedback, a rework of the animation of stop. Just stop. Place. And save. I wasn't half a heart. That was stressful. So yeah, to rework the animation, okay, we'll get it. And now move on to the next feedback. So the next feedback is about eating interruption. To be fair, it's way too strong. I know, I get it, you want like the idea to make people like it is less a bit in the fight, but the thing is that, you know, when you're bowing someone, he gets interrupted entirely, so you can just bow spam people, and they won't be able to do anything, like anything at all. When you get bow spam, you're doomed. Yeah, and the other thing is that when you run out of hunger, you can't doom to. I guess that punishes you. With hunger, but I guess that's good enough. But the other thing, like first there's a boss spam thing that is a bit imbalanced. The second thing that is not balanced is that snowballs. It's projectiles too. So when you get hit by the snowball, your eating gets interrupted. And guess what? Snowballs don't trigger iframes, so people can just hold launch snowballs, and you can't do anything about that because I survived. I didn't survive. So you can't do anything about it because like snowball always deal knockback. So that's the problem with eating interruption. So my suggestion would be to make eating interruption does not reset the eating, but instead it stops you hitting from like 1 second or half a second, something like that. First, it's interruption. You get interrupted. You don't get your full speed out of your own mouth. And this guy just shot me. So that's the first. That's the first suggestion. Another suggestion is to make projectile don't interrupt at all eating, because that's a bit counterproductive. Like boss spamming has always been a huge problem in Minecraft PvP. Like shield actually resolve this problem, but there's a thing that you can't eat while shielding. So yeah, the huge point of shield can't be used when eating, because like you can't actually block while eating. When you crouch and shield while eating, like your eating shield gets reset, and I just so first remove like don't remove eating interruption. I like this concept, but make it like a bit less effective, because right now the effect is way too strong, and I guess it's more than of an annoyance than an actual yeah, like it doesn't make fight bit when you running out of anger, when you get bow spam, you can do nothing about it because you can't eat or drink if the people bow spam you. And trust me, when people have good aim enough, like learning to aim with bows and way much. I think I could say it's a bit more easier than. Okay, I'm done. It's a bit more easier actually than learning how to aim in melee combat, because most people don't even know you need to aim in combat. Like they do it by intuition, but they don't actually aim. They just click melee and thought that they're actually good at PvP. No, I need to aim. Like if I don't have good aim right now, I just got killed. So okay, and I think that's pretty much it about the combat. Like everything I said is, I want to say I said it. Okay, so I'm gonna think that's it for this video. So like that was I'm thinking if there's other thing. No, I think that pretty much is. So to summarize, I want like shield needs a rework to make them a bit more flat value, like linear like this linear function that rough. Swords need to be tweaked, their attack speed needs to be changed. They're too strong right now to pop. X should get a little damage buff, like 1.5 maybe. I want to say half buff. And the last animation needs a rework. And the last thing is eating animation should be tweaked. Oh, there's another last thing. I think the 40 cooldown should be proportional to the actual attack speed. So, like for example, it's half the attack speed. For example, swords have if they ever get 2.5 attack speed, their cooldown, list hit cooldown would be like 5, which is right now, and X will get slightly slower. Yeah, that's it. So I see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment about your feedback for this comment snapshot. And bye.